Good evening. We tend to think about English church music of the 19th century as being rather sad and melancholy, and this is understandable. Obviously a great deal of work. The church organist at that time was playing for funerals. It was a period when there was high mortality, infant mortality, epidemics, tuberculosis. So I have chosen to present a short piece by a rather unknown composer of the late 19th century that is really quite cheerful. And I was lucky enough to find this work in an anthology of organ music that a retired and elderly organist gave me about 30 years ago, so I haven't really used it very much. It's beautifully bound, as is all organ music of that period, as you see, and that is the presentation. And the editor of the music, which was published in about 1906, chose to give a short biography of each of the composers at the beginning of each work, and it really makes very interesting reading, because you know exactly when the composer was born and you know exactly where he worked. And it really is throughout the whole of the British Isles and beyond, in Paris and also in Spain. Some of these pieces, the organist who wrote them worked. I've chosen a piece, an Andante by John E Campbell, and the editor writes about John E Campbell. It's a short piece, an Andante, a genial little Andante, he writes, frank and spontaneous in character, offering no difficulties, is always welcome. Mr. Campbell's piece fully merits the description. The composer, born at Littlehampton in 1873, is music master at Allhallow School, Honiton, Devon. So here is Mr. John E Campbell's Andante.